Why are you a plonker? The idiom, plonk, something/someone down means to slap something down, to plop something down, to sit or lie down on something in a careless or noisy way, to leave someone somewhere. To do this, Dave plonked the kids in front of the TV and disappeared upstairs. To put something down heavily and without taking care, just plonk the shopping down on the table and come and have a cup of tea. Come in and plonk yourselves down equals sit down anywhere you like. From these various definitions, I can surmise why cheap wine is often called plonk. It's the sound of the bottle slapping down heavily on the table. But how did we get from that to a plonker, which basically means a silly or stupid person? As in, why did you do that, you plonker? References: FD, plonker. Sir David Jason says an American remake of Only Fools and Horses won't work as there's no word over there for plonker. CDO, plonk.
The Urban Dictionary suggests plonker is a person habitually drunk on cheap wine. Plunk, and hence someone who is foolish or useless. I don't think that's right. I believe plonker in this context is a slang term for penis, chiefly used in the term pull someone's plonker, attempt a mild deception. Slang terms for penis are routinely used as terms of abuse, and that is why plonker is used for this purpose. Edit: I've just had a chance to look in Green's Dictionary of Slang. He has 3 entries for plonker. Anything large or substantial, figurative usage of standard English plunk, to hit or strike with a plunking noise. Earliest reference 1861. Also plunk, the penis, earliest reference c. 1920 in the phrase pull one's plonker. Also plunk, a general term of abuse, widely popularized by the BBC TV series Only Fools and Horses, earliest reference 1959.
There are some references on the web to plonk as the lowest ranking person in the Royal Air Force RAF, which apparently is an aircraftman second class, sometimes referred to as an AC plonk, and another for plunk as a slang term for mud, coined in the trenches during the Great War, so its origins could lie in the notion of a person of lowest rank or status, or someone down in the mud.
The origin of plonker is from plunk plus or one, where plunk is a verb to meaning to hit or strike something with a heavy thud. Although this meaning is now rare. Plonker itself has a few meanings, including something large and substantial of its kind, penis, and a foolish, inept, or contemptible person. 1. The first use of plonker to mean a foolish, inept, or contemptible person is attested in the OED to be an episode of Only Fools and Horses, in 1981. 1. I would imagine that this use is actually related to the use of plunk to mean to set or drop a thing in position heavily or clumsily, too, as inept people are wont to. However, as Brian Hooper points out, plonker can mean penis. 1. The ODD gives this example usage: to pull one's plonker, to masturbate. This seems just as likely the origin, for the reasons Brian mentions, although not before the BBC watershed.
My understanding of the definition of plonker is quite different. It stems from the very popular UK television series of the 1980s called Only Fools and Horses, set in London's Peckham. Writer John Sullivan used a number of sound-alike words to substitute for non-permissible rude ones, and plonker was one of these. Use your imagination for what he meant when lead character, Del Boy, said to his brother, "Don't be a plonker, Rodney."
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.